members of the press were treated to a Trump campaign dinner last night. Fancy steak dinner. And while there were some hilarious digs at Ron DeSantis, I do think it's a problem when prominent members of the media are whining and dining with Donald Trump, or any politician for that matter. So look, we'll get to that in just a moment, but here are the details. Politico led its so-called playbook newsletter with details about the dinner earlier today. Here's what they wrote. Spotted in Milwaukee, Team Trump whining and dining with a number of top reporters at a steakhouse called Rare. Wow, groundbreaking name. Really smart, real creative name there. And passing out pudding snack packs, a swipe at Ron DeSantis's pudding fingers story, as well as debate bingo cards to troll the Florida governor. Squares included dismisses polls, wipes snot, red ears, which is hilarious, DeSantis, flip-flops on Social Security again, woke, and pudding mention. So I want to show you what the dessert looked like, which was a snack pack, okay, of pudding.
Wow.
And then there you have the bingo card that they also passed out to the press. And if you're wondering what that's a reference to, it's this allegation that Ron DeSantis likes to eat chocolate pudding with his fingers. And Donald Trump even exploited that for a campaign ad. I want to show you that ad. I'm sure you've seen it already, but it's fun. Let's take a look.
Ron DeSantis loves sticking his fingers where they don't belong. And we're not just talking about pudding. DeSantis has his dirty fingers all over senior entitlements, like cutting Medicare, slashing Social Security, even raising our retirement age. Tell Ron DeSantis to keep his pudding fingers off our money. Oh, and somebody get this man a spoon.
Now, it's unknown if the pudding at this fancy dinner came with a spoon or if guests had to use their fingers. But what say you, Mark?
I hate to say it, but it's a pretty cool way to troll somebody.
It is.
I mean,
he knows how to troll. He's like troller in chief, honestly.
Yeah, the dude is the king troller. I mean, I don't know if that's literally his idea, the bingo card, but whoever on his team, they all think the same way as Trump trollicious assistants might. Anyway, I love the bingo card. I even like the spot. I mean, I hate to say it, but I think it's effective in making the points that Trump wants to make.
Oh, the spot is perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, look, again, taking the politics out of it completely.
Exactly.
All right, as an individual who's judging it in an unbiased way, whether it's politically effective or not, it's politically effective. Like Trump has been so good at taking digs at Ron DeSantis, and Ron DeSantis is totally discombobulated.
Well, Ron DeSantis, and this is what I think we'll find out in the debates tonight, he's not charismatic, he's not a dynamic individual, so he struggles, and he's also not communicating any kind of, I can tell, a policy that people are particularly receptive to. So I don't know where the guy's getting traction. And of course he is losing money and losing funding, et cetera. But anyway, as a pure trolling move, that was great. I too hate to see, the Dana Bashes of the world, whoever was at that dinner, I hate to see them sucked into that whole scene. You look up to some of these members of the press, you want them to keep at least to some degree of objectivity. And the fact that they're there at these dinners, I don't know. It has a bad smell about it.
Yeah, I agree. So among the members of the media who were there was Dana Bash, Shane Goldmacher, who actually, I had a tweet of his in a story today. So I know that he's a, national politics correspondent for the New York Times. You have Kristen Welker, Bob Costa, Finn Gomez, Dasha Burns, Rachel Scott, Rick Klein, like all of these pretty big name, political reporters, David Chalian. I guess there are no ethics left, right?
Well,
like journalistic ethics. I remember, it's interesting because when I was in school, I remember that particular class being the most interesting, and I really took what I learned there to heart. And I feel like a sucker because I feel like no one took it to heart.
I think that you find, and that's why journalism ethics classes are interesting. There are a lot of different situations where you lose the ethics in sort of the fog of the moment. And here's what they would say. They would say, well, we want relationships with these people. We can still be objective about these people, politicians and others. And they would say, and when I want to get my call returned, I'll get it returned. If I go, I can't do that, I can't attend these dinners, I'm less likely. Now, I agree with you, Anna. I think there are other ways to develop those relationships. Those relationships have been developed through the years. Sources and major political figures, you can connect with them in other ways. You don't have to attend this dinner, which is essentially set up to troll one candidate. But that's, I think that's the long and the short of it.
Yeah, look, if you're going to sacrifice journalistic ethics for access, that's not a good defense. Like, I had to sacrifice my journalistic ethics because I wanted access to Donald Trump. By the way, you're not supposed to accept gifts.
Right.
And a steak dinner is considered a gift. Like, are you guys insane? But like, this is the thing. They don't understand. This is the thing that always like amazes me. That these institutions, these legacy media outlets and platforms, like they don't understand why the public doesn't trust them. This is the kind of stuff that leads to distrust. You can cover political subjects without having access to the political subjects.
Yeah, again, they would say, well, we want this connection. But I agree with you. It's one of the reasons I don't like the White House Correspondents' Dinner. I've never liked it. I just feel like that is it's a party and it makes me uncomfortable, even though it's probably less damning, that situation, than the dinner that we're telling you about that just went down. Because at least there, you're with your table of colleagues and you're not force fed some kind of crap. I agree with you. I think that many of these journalists have lost their way on this kind of thing, but I'm not sure in the end it'll really matter, Anna. I mean, for these people, these are, I think the cake is baked on a lot of the names that you've just said.
Yeah, and it's not just Trump that's there. You have like Jason Miller as well. It's just.
Yeah, the people carrying the water for Trump and making the Trump argument over and over and over again. Right, it's tough to conceive that you wouldn't get sucked into that somehow, even if it just means you're softening on your coverage.
Exactly.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.